If you've ever driven by the Wellington Recycling Center on a Wednesday afternoon or Saturday morning, you've probably noticed a large line of cars stretching around the building. As the recycling center enters its 11th year of operation, the number of people recycling continues to increase. Since 2010, the center has recycled over 400,000 pounds of material each year. However, if you drive by the center now, you'll see the line of cars is much smaller. But don't worry, Director of Public Works Jeremy Jones says this is actually a good thing. It's all due to a new trash compactor. Jones says the compactor saves time, is more convenient, and more cost efficient. The recycling center installed the compactor because the previous recycling process was just the opposite.
What we previously did before we got the compactor in is we had a number of volunteers. We tried to get anywhere from 8 to 12 individuals in here. We had a couple tables set up. All the materials got dumped onto those tables and then sorted into ultimately Gaylord boxes, about 4 foot by 4 foot boxes, and then we'd stack them over on the north end of the building. And International Paper was the company that we had an agreement with, and they brought a semi down and hauled those off. You know, on Saturdays we would pay volunteer civic groups, church groups to come in. That was $100 a Saturday. That comes out of our operating budget. We noticed that if, say, 2 pickup loads came through and they had a lot of material, they would pack both of our tables, and then we just had a line of people until we could empty those tables. That or we start throwing stuff on the floor. It's not real conducive, not real customer friendly. There were times where we'd have a solid line clear around the corner to the library.
As it became increasingly evident that the old process was neither convenient nor cheap, Jones says they went searching for a new vendor, one that would save time and, more importantly, money.
We got a hold of Waste Connections, and their idea was just bring this compactor in and take everything single stream mixed together, and then they would take it up to their sorting facility in Hutchinson and sort it out. And when we ran the numbers on that, we thought that was probably the best choice for us. It's definitely sped up the process. It will save us several $1,000s each year.
The best part about the new compactor is that unlike the old process, there is no sorting required.
You can just have one container, all materials go into that same container, come in, dump it right off, and then you're on your way. We've not seen probably more than 3 or 4 cars waiting outside the building since we've made this transition, and then it's, you know, could be literally a 3 or 4 minute wait maximum.
Jones says the new compactor requires far less manpower. Compared to the old process, which required about 10 to 12 people, the new process only requires about 3. All they have to do is take the materials, dump them on the table, and then push them into the compactor.
What we're doing here is we're just emptying the bags out for the sorting process up in Hutchinson, and then also making sure that there's no materials in here that would ultimately be considered trash. Basically, we get a lot of styrofoam, which we cannot take the styrofoam, so we've got to take it out, and we just shove it down into the box, and the compactor takes care of it from there. And that's, I mean, we can run a number of vehicles through with literally less than a minute of getting it off the table and into the box, and they're back on their way. So it's actually going through its compaction cycle right now, and there's a ram underneath there that's shoving it into the big box. And as soon as it comes back, we'll just shove some more into it.
After the compactor is full, Waste Connections will come and haul the materials to their sorting facility in Hutchinson. Besides being quicker and more convenient, Jones says the new process will save thousands of dollars each year.
One of the questions has been the cost of the unit. Actually, we are renting the unit from Waste Connections at $250 a month rental on the compactor unit. Each time they come and switch out the box or empty it for us, that's $200 for that trip. Based on what we typically run through here, we're looking at a monthly cost of $650. So I'm estimating we'll pay $650 a month. We'll get back roughly $500 a month by selling materials. So we're looking at $150 to $200 a month operating the way it is, compared to anywhere from $400 to $600 or $700 a month under the previous process. So for again, about anywhere from $5,000 to $7,000 over a 12-month period.
Jones says he wants to encourage everyone to continue to recycle. The recycling center is open on Wednesday from 1 to 4 p.m. and on Saturday from 9 a.m. to noon.
We still take all the same materials that we accepted before: phone books, magazines, pretty much all paper products, aluminum cans, tin cans, plastic bags, cardboard. We're not able to take styrofoam or anything that resembles a styrofoam product, and we do see a lot of like orange juice containers, which are cardboard, but they have the waxy coating on the outside. Appreciate everybody's support through the years for the Recycle Center, and I hope this has been a good transition for everyone involved.
For Channel 55, I'm Caleb Johnston.